I'd like to talk about when the weather's like this, and soon I'll still be convincing Josh Fenton to let me broadcast live from the pool. Don't worry, I'm still working on it. Today, we are talking about pizza cravings, and this has been something that I was hit up a lot about, saying, when are you going to talk about pizza again? When are you going to get some of these newer places in with their newer menus? And probably about a year ago was the last time we covered it. And one of the guests that I have today is joining us to come back because he's got a lot of great news, and he's kind of a shy guy, so I'm going to have to prod him a little bit to talk. And so when Billy Monzo comes in, you have to push him a little bit, but we'll get all the information out of him. So I have Billy joining me, I have Kara joining me from Figidini, I've got Chef Dominic coming in from Federal Hill from Roma, really excited to talk about the things that he's got going on up there. And then my last guest will be David, who is joining me from Providence Coal-Fired Pizza, who has expanded. I believe they're now at 3 locations, so I really want to hear about how they got to that point and the spot that they got here in Providence. Every time I'm over there, it's humming. But all of these places I've had the good fortune of eating at, so I'm excited to have them as my guests today and highlight all the new things and satisfy our pizza cravings with them. So to get things started, I'm going to welcome in Kara and get her in here so we can get talking about Figidini. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for making it in.
Thank you.
So this was tough because Kara and Frankie have a lot going on over there, and they've got a great operation, and you guys are very active owners.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking to your husband, and he said he's been putting in 14-hour days.
Yes,
That's that a norm?
that is unfortunately the norm right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
the poor guy. Well, you're producing a great product. So to get it started, to talk about it, what I'd really like to talk about is how you guys got to where you are and some of the history behind Figidini, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Well, May 15th will be 5 years of Figidini in downtown Providence.
Wow.
But my husband, Frankie, who is our only pizziolo, has been in restaurants since he was a little kid. The reason why we are in this business is his parents owned a restaurant outside of Boston when he was younger, all wood-fired as well. And then they moved to the Cape and had a second restaurant, and we decided as a partnership that we wanted to carry on the tradition of wood-fired cooking, and alas, we're in Providence doing Figidini.
And it's going to be your 5-year anniversary?
Oh, yeah.
My gosh, that's hard to believe. It's been 5 years.
Yeah.
And the space that you're in, so it's because you're right, the Biltmore Garage, technically is what we call it, right?
Yes.
So you guys, were you one of the first ones in there?
Yes, I think it was Ellie's Bakery, which is 2 doors down for us. They were
Yep.
the first, and then we were the second ones in.
Yeah, and that space has kind of bloomed. There's no empty space over there now. It's all full.
No, it's totally occupied. Yeah.
And that it's also become this humming area, not just for locals, but it seems like you get a nice tourism draw coming in from the convention center and the hotels.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a good representation to have them come see you, so I'm glad that you're over there for that. So the family thing, and I know you guys have talked about this site and his family starting it up. Were they one of the original people to start the wood-fired, or how did, because it seems like it's a bug that caught that you guys have continued on with, so.
Yes, so Frankie's father is actually a stonemason, and he built Bertucci's first brick oven in Somerville, Boston in the early 80s.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So they saw, and his mom's a chef, so they decided, hey, obviously saw the success of Bertucci's when they were really a small, just independent restaurant.
Back in the 80s, yeah.
Yeah, and then they opened up their restaurant in Waltham, Mass. So he's been in the kitchen with his mom since he was a little kid, and it's his passion.
Well, it's been a great passion, so congratulations to both of you for carrying on that family tradition. So if you head over to Figidini, it's not a massive spot, but it is a very charming spot. And one of the things when I was talking to your husband earlier today was that we can't get a pizza over here right now because the fact the ovens are still getting warmed up and getting heating to the process of where he can make the pizzas.
Yes.
And he's making all that pizza dough. He was doing it when I was over there.
He's the only one.
He's the only one making it. So talk to us about some of the styles of pizza that you have on the menu and what it means to have that wood burning.
So yeah, we're actually Rhode Island's only all wood-fired kitchen. We have the wood-fired oven, which was made in Naples. It's a Stefano Ferrara. And then we've got the wood-fired grill. So we primarily only make Neapolitan pizzas out of the wood-fired oven. Okay. And it really is its own style of pizza.
What are some of the pizzas that you guys get out of it?
So, the classic is the Margherita di Bufala. We're trying to replicate exactly what they're doing over in Naples, and we import everything for that pizza.
Really?
So we've got the San Marzano tomatoes that are grown in volcanic soil, a little bit sweeter than most tomatoes, the Mozzarella di Bufala from the water buffalo, and then it's pretty much just basil and salt.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how does the menu, now you were talking before, the menu just changed, right, recently?
Yes, we changed the menu seasonally, yep.
So what are some of the new things on the menu?
So we do change our salads. We've got some really refreshing spring, summer salads that we're doing. And off the grill, we have some new, went over from monkfish to scallops now and doing some bright Rhode Island charred squid. For the pizzas, they pretty much stay the same all year. We do change it up, and every day we have a different pizza special.
Really, every day?
Every day.
Damn, that's nice. Every day there's a new pizza to choose from. So this is something that you brought over, and we were talking about.
Oh, yes.
She's like, oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me what you brought.
So this is obviously not on the pizza, but this is our burrata, which is made up in a farm in Bennington, Vermont. This has become like the pizza that people are really, really into. So if you can imagine some crushed Amaretto tomatoes, our salamato picante, which is our soppressata, shaved garlic, and then when the pizza comes out of the oven, this comes post oven. So this put in right in the center after the pizza comes out.
Oh my God, that's like mouth-watering to me already.
Yeah, it's really, really beautiful. And then we have these lovely pizza knives from Naples that we spread the burrata, and then we actually have pizza scissors. We're the only people that don't cut their pizza, which is a very traditional Neapolitan thing.
Oh my God, I love that. I got to come over and try this one. I haven't had that one yet.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
So this has got to be one of the big orders. People have got to be loving this right now, right?
Yeah, it's aesthetically beautiful, and the taste is just, with the burrata, when you kind of spread it over the pizza, and then it's just it's a synergy. It really, really works well together with soppressata.
And you said the burrata's from Vermont?
It is.
So you guys have got some local sourcing going on.
We do. We try to get most of our produce local. I mean, there's so many farms in Rhode Island. We do import some of our cheeses. And
Nice.
then our flour, our Caputo 00 flour, is also imported from Italy. But we do try to source locally.
Well, if you're going to import from, getting from Italy is not a bad place to be importing
Yeah.
your products from.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to complain about that. But the local sourcing has been this huge topic that's been going on for the last few years now and keeps getting bigger and bigger in Rhode Island because I think, like you said, we've got some great sources to get it from, the
Totally.
farms and such.
Yeah.
And we've tried to cover a lot of that. Have the pizzas in there in the 5 years, I mean, you guys are what we call now kind of like this landmark style of a restaurant that you've got to this point, because a lot of places have a tough time getting past that certain point.
Right.
And especially when you guys moved into an area that wasn't really up and coming yet
Yeah.
5 years ago. I mean, when Ellie's went in, they were the same thing. They were taking a big chance like you. Have you found that it's 5 years has made the success for that location for you?
Absolutely. So we're both not native Rhode Islanders, and we didn't really know anyone when we first got here. That was kind of like the best thing that we found out about Providence, is it really is a community. And everyone, instead of saying, "Oh, who are the new people?" they really kind of welcomed us,
Right.
which was great. And we have got some wonderful regulars, and I mean, we've definitely established quite a few relationships that carry us through the winters and
Right.
into the busy season.
No, and you've gotten, the nice thing is too, is, to echo that point, is I've seen great press that's come out about you. I know the Convention Visitors Bureau has worked on different things with you, the Tourism Council with their PR group, but I've seen nice things that have come out about that location and where you are and about the style of pizzas. So,
yeah.
the more people, and I think everyone I've got coming in today, the great thing about all my guests is that everyone has been a part of that, about building this foundation. And there's camaraderie, not competition, so to
Exactly.
speak, that's out there. So,
Totally.
I mean, you and Billy were just talking before this, and I'm talking about how shy he is because he's really not.
Yeah.
But you and Billy were just talking about before this, and I think bringing everybody together only helps the businesses grow.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that the knowledge that people can get on these pizza cravings, to try these different styles, these different types, and some places have got different events going on. You guys have, with the location you have and being owner-operators in there, it doesn't give you a lot of free time to expand and do these other things yet, right?
Right, yeah. No, we would love to, but we're in there day after day. But, it's our passion, and one day we might be expanding.
Yeah, there we go. So then when that happens, we'll find out in advance.
Yes.
Nice. So, for Frankie's position and for yours as well, do you guys have, is it like a flow of trying to get people in that you can train in the traditions? Because he grew up with it, so it's got to be second nature to him now.
Yes, well, he is our only pizza maker, and he has been since day one. So
Okay.
he has made every single pizza since we've been opened, and
Wow.
we are well over 70,000.
No wonder he doesn't sleep.
Yeah, so it is, with Frankie's kind of methodology is that he is right now cutting and making the dough right now. He wants to be involved from putting it into the mixer to taking it out of the oven. So, I mean, we're trying to.
It's a passion.
It is a
It's a
passion.
passion.
And to find somebody else that will take that, it's a little bit tricky. It's our place, it's our home, so.
It's near and dear to him. You can completely understand that.
Absolutely.
So when you walk into Figidini, it's got this great little bar to the right-hand
Oh,
side
yes.
that you
Yeah.
go in there that is always packed every single time that I'm in there. And you guys have got a nice selection of cocktails that you're doing and of wines. And we were talking earlier, you've got a new wine that's coming in, right?
Yes, we're really, really excited about this. It's from Northern California, but it's pizza wine. Actually has some beautiful pizzas on the label. It's from Brock Cellars, and it's a Sangiovese. It's beautiful, and
Nice.
it just goes well with every single one of our pizzas.
See, and getting unique wines like this, because everybody knows I'm a wine enthusiast,
Yes.
is that getting unique wines like this are very cool to me to be able to come in, because someone made a comment to me earlier, did you drink wine with your pizza? My comment back was, I drink wine with everything.
Okay.
So, you know, it's a fair play on that. But getting unique wines that are styled, that are out there for it, and this was wine, who was carrying this one, the distributor?
Oh, Wine Wizards.
Wine Wizards.
Yep.
And they carry a lot of like eclectic
They're
boutique
awesome.
style wines,
They're
right?
great. Yeah, we use them and Wine Brothers exclusively. That's it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So these are the things that you can check out and go in there, and I can tell you that from the perspective of being in there with your staff, and I can say this about all my guests today, is that your staff is really helpful.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're like,
We're here.
I
We're
was
here to
asking
help.
questions about ingredients on the pizza because I have this thing with no onions on anything, and they're like, yeah, no problem. So it's like they converse with you, and I had recommendations that were given to me for a cocktail one time when I was in there. So I think that environment that you've created is fantastic. So
Thank you.
congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
So if you haven't been over to Figidini, it's 5 years. What the heck is wrong with you at this point? Make sure you stop over and see him. Say hi to Kara and Frankie. Tell them you saw him on the show, and try this because it looks like it's going to be amazing, because that's the next thing I'm trying. So thanks for
right.
making the time to come in
Thanks so
today.
much.
Really appreciate it. Now she's got to get back in there and work again. All right. So as I was mentioning before, my next guest can be kind of shy a little bit, but I usually get him to open up. And it's been about a year since he joined me. He was one of my first guests that came on. Back I think when I had Joanne from El Forno on with me too. So Billy, are you ready?